King George and old England forever.
So we've shot Brown Bess quite a bit over the years, but you have a particularly special, more historic cartridge today. Tell us about the service charge.
This is the cartridge for Brown Bess, and that is a cartridge. The service charge for Brown Bess was 6 drams of powder, so that's about 164 grains of powder, which is considerably higher than most people who are shooting smoothbore Brown Bess today are using.
It's a little unsettling. It's quite a bit of powder.
It is, and when you shoot the service charge, as we're about to do, you start to understand why so many soldiers, especially in the early Victorian era, comparing Brown Bess to the later percussion arms that were easier to aim, they would talk about soldiers with Brown Bess that would open their mouths and then look away when they were firing, because the blast from a 6 dram charge is considerable, and it is. It really is a heck of a lot of powder, even for that large of a bore.
And a lot of people think of that as a historic inaccuracy, that, you know, they compare with, you know, reenactor muskets being fired, and there's not a lot of kickback there, so there's they assume that when you fire the service charge out of the Bess, as they did historically, that you would, you know, be able to focus down the barrel and not turn away. But we have those accounts from the actual soldiers and from Colonel Wilford.
Right, Colonel Wilford, who was the first chief instructor of the School of Musketry at Hythe, was at Waterloo as a 16-year-old ensign in the British Army. He was there, and yes, in the manual that was in use, the word aim is in there. The ideal world was that the soldier would look down the barrel of his gun and try to aim. In practice, as Colonel Wilford was fond of saying, that didn't happen. The soldier would level the piece, open their mouth and look away, and just haul off on the trigger and send that ball wherever it was going to go. And I think when you fire it, we're going to demonstrate just why they did that with this much powder and that much flash coming out of that vent. I don't really want to put my eye and face that close to it,
and it's
again and again and again.
We first encountered this Wilford quote and kind of balked at it because it shows that disdain for Brown Bess as the rifle musket is being adopted.
Yes.
So, shall we try it out?
Yep, you got to shoot it. Let me get your glasses. I think. Or are you going to look away?
I will look away. No eye protection needed if your eyes are anywhere near it.
I'm going to step behind the blast berm.
If you have to. I don't have my cocked hat on for this. But at least I have the right color on.
Being placed in a position to commence firing or to charge, the soldier was left to his own resources. Virtually, in firing, he shut his eyes, opened his mouth, threw his head back, and pulled the trigger. And, as if this was not bad enough, he was sometimes exhorted to aim low. His feeling commander, being so supremely ignorant, might just as well have said, "You see those poor fellows? Do not hurt them. Aim low."
All of them are French. Funny hats.
Point blank range. Ooh, got a balloon. Balloons live. Next.
I've never done this before.
I really hate this McDowell visor. It gets in the way all the time.
You got the one that was on the ground.
And then just shove the whole thing down.
He's a percussion brat.
Yeah. It's a lighter. Little rocks.
Which balloon is French?
All of them are French.
Looks like friendly fire to me. Yeah, he did. I saw.
That is a lot of powder in your face.
So I gotta get like 8 balloons by myself. Jeez.
The thing I have to do for you people.
You really want to do this fast. Spit and bullet.
Yeah, spit the musket ball down.
Yeah, spit the musket ball down.
Showing off, shop. I think you didn't get any.
Yeah, you can't hit anything.
The aim was good. The line of the barrel at the base of the target, it's a smooth bore. It didn't hit it.